Welcome to a brand new TV show. Spoiler review here, Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Denenberg. Today, I am breaking down season 2, episode 4 of the Disney Plus Marvel Studios show, Daredevil Born Again, the episode titled Gloves Off, one of the most important episodes of the series up to this point. So, my name is Max Denenberg. Welcome back, everyone, to Max Talks Movies. This is my second or third week doing these breakdowns for you of Daredevil Born Again. I broke down every single episode back to season 1. And then before I get into my thoughts here, last warning for you guys out there who have not checked out episode 4 of season 2. Full spoiler review coming starting right now. So I thought that Daredevil Born Again season 2 episode 4 was by far the best episode of season 2 so far here. This was an excellent episode that I thought we got the best version of Daredevil that we've gotten in this season. There was definitely something you could tell deadly looming on the show. We opened up with Bullseye with an amazing cold open where he's going through his daily rituals and he goes to this diner, has an unbelievably violent action scene where Bullseye is being killed off, killing all of these officers who are there. He makes the call that Frank Castle is there, but obviously he's not. He's there just to kill all these people and for them to notify Kingpin that Bullseye is out there. He did not kill the last person until that person reported that Bullseye was the one who was there. Really violent, pretty gory action scene where he's killing people with spoons, forks, knives, lobsters, even. It was a pretty violent way to start the episode. Matt and Karen have two separate things they're trying to do in this episode. Matt's trying to find Bullseye, while Karen is trying to get Kirsten back in the fold because they have all the people that were captured in the raft, not the raft, the Red Hook, not the raft, Red Hook. And she's trying to get them on video, telling them what happened. This includes Christophe, I hope I'm saying his name right, the character who is one of the main voyagers, I guess, on that boat that was bringing all those military grade weapons to New York illegally. So Kirsten and Karen get those people on the record. We do get the first I love you from Matt and Karen to each other in this episode. While it really was a sweet moment, the only thing I could think about is that like a sign of bad things to, what's bad if you watch a superhero show and someone says I love you to another person and you're like, something's not going to work out well. And that's what I felt the whole episode with Wilson and Vanessa. They have a scene very early in the episode where they're talking, and Wilson has this big boxing match in this episode, and he warns her, like, please do not come. I'm basically giving a front door open for Daredevil to show up. So do not come. And she wants to come. And they kind of have their last glance at each other in this meeting. And right away, I was like, boy, Vanessa is not making it out of this episode or show. Obviously, that's what happened, but you could tell by that scene that something off was happening between Vanessa and Wilson, meaning something bad was going to happen to Vanessa and what that could mean for Fisk. And you also have Vanessa meeting with the governor, and the governor fully believes in Vanessa, but not Wilson. And Vanessa does stuff ruthlessly. She has plans but doesn't, wield that power that Kingpin wants and needs to hold on to as the mayor of New York. So Vanessa gets the okay from the governor that not just does she support Vanessa, but she supports Mr. and Mrs. Fisk. So that's why she came to the boxing match to tell him that that was accomplished. Matt is on the run for Bullseye in this episode. As I said, he goes to the same church that Bullseye went to in the first episode, in last week's episode, in the first scene of that episode. Obviously, the same church where Matt grew up going to. He figures out where Bullseye is. Also, before this, where this boxing match is being held is where Matt grew up boxing as a child because that's where his dad did a lot of his boxing matches. And Matt realized that Kingpin's only doing it at this, boxing arena in order to draw in Daredevil, because again, Kingpin knows that Matt Murdock and Daredevil are the same person. So Matt knows it's a trap going to this match, and he has this amazing action set piece with Bullseye. They're throwing things off each other. And Bullseye says one good deed, and he brings up Foggy, and Daredevil's like, you cannot bring up his name at this point. But we really know that Bullseye isn't trying to kill Kingpin at this point. He really is trying to kill Vanessa as well, even though his intended charge maybe we're going for Kingpin. It really did end up hitting Vanessa. We get this really this boxing set piece. We get the young white tiger. She wants to help out with that like disc I forget what you call it. The player that she has. So she gives it to her friend at the food truck, who then gives it to BB right in front of Daniel before the boxing match. So again, BB is still helping out the resistance. The question is, will Daniel be with her when this gets revealed, or will that not be the case? We got a big confrontation right before the boxing match between Fisk and Matthew Lillard's character of Mr. Charles, who was not happy that all of these crated military weapons are sitting in a garage here and not being moved to a particular area. So he brings out his own military guys to make a threat to Fisk, but Buck kills all three of them pretty instantly. So now Kingpin is pissed off at Mr. Charles. What will that set up? I think it's gonna be very interesting how Fisk is not gonna be in a happy mood, but now even before Vanessa died, he's already not in a happy mood with being threatened by Mr. Charles. So that I think is going to be very interesting, something to watch for moving forward. There was one of my favorite lines of the show now is where Kingpin's getting his arms and his wrists being taped up for the boxing match, and the guy says, "Here's your mouth guard." He says, "I don't need a mouth guard. This guy is not going to hit a clean shot on me." And I was like, "Holy crap, that was a pretty baller thing to say." Obviously, this does not pay off for him because he does get hit right in the mouth in the boxing fight. So this whole episode crescendos to this big charity boxing match where Kingpin weighs like 70 to 80 pounds more than the guy who's actually boxing. Daniel has all this like memorabilia from the event. He's front row with BB and Sheila. Bullseye has escaped Daredevil. They're on their way to now the boxing match. Kingpin's like destroying this guy, but then Vanessa walks in and he cannot believe it. Kingpin's in all white. Vanessa's in all white. The moment that also happened, I said something crazy is about to happen because the two villains are in all white outfits, which mean blood is going to be shed. And it sure was, because after this fight is over, after he gets punched once he sees Vanessa, but then he basically, I think, kills the guy he was boxing. They didn't really imply that, but I thought it was pretty obvious that he killed the guy he was boxing. Kingpin brings Vanessa in the ring. They kiss. Vanessa says, "We finally got the win. The governor's backing us." And he keeps saying, "You should not be here." And then Bullseye shows up. He starts killing officers, sometimes even like regular civilians. I was like, wow, he's just killing everyone here. And he throws the glass shard memorabilia that's from the boxing match. And Kingpin breaks it with the belt. But a shard of that glass goes into Vanessa's head and kills her. Fisk is about to kill Bullseye, and Daredevil makes the save, drags Bullseye out, and they get away. But Kingpin is showered in anger as his wife, who again is everything to him, really is kind of someone who can calm him down as well, is now dead. And now Kingpin has no Vanessa. He is completely off the loose, off the leash, as they say. There's no one there to settle him down if things get too hectic. You're going to have an unleashed Kingpin moving for a ruthless Kingpin with no one holding him back. So this is going to be a very exciting final 4 episodes of the season. We still have not been introduced to Jessica Jones yet with her return to the show, which I think should be happening, if not next episode, the episode after that. But I thought this was easily the best episode of Daredevil. It had some political satire to it. It had some intensity to it. So it had, I think, the best action of the Disney Plus version of the show so far here, with that Bullseye action scene and the choreography between Bullseye and Daredevil in that one action scene. Pretty incredible. The twists, the turns, the big epic death of Vanessa in the episode. I am really excited and nervous for a lot of people out there what Kingpin does without having Vanessa by his side. So what are you guys' thoughts on Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 4? Let me know down in the comments. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and ring that bell if you're new to the channel. Because I also do movie reviews, TV show reviews, out of theater reactions, movie franchise rankings, and I break down the box office. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you like videos like these. Comment, like the video, and I'll see you guys in other videos coming soon.